Good morning, students. Today we are starting a new chapter from grammar, modal auxiliaries, which is very important in grammar portion for writing and as well as speaking. Uh, if you use modal auxiliaries, it flourish and it highlights your writing and speaking more. So I would like to start it now. Modal auxiliaries or modals are those verbs which are used with other verbs to express possibility, permission, obligation, etc. And some examples of modal auxiliaries are can, may, must, shall, will, dare, used to, could, might, ought to, should, would, need, etc. So here in this image you can see how these modals are used. Can is used to show ability, doubt, astonishment, permission, polite request. May is used for seeking permission, if not prohibition, supposition with doubt. Must is used obligation, firm necessity, logical conclusion, probability, etc. Shall is used for intention and supposition. Will is used for wish, desire, will, confidence in the future. This way, other modals are also used like ought to, need, be to, have to, would, should, used to, etc. So here I'll give you some example with all the modals. When we want to refer to a time in future, we use will and shall. Like I shall finish my work quickly, he will finish his work quickly, we shall not be able to come, they will not be able to come. These are examples of shall and will. Here, shall is used for the first person and will is used for the second and third person. That you have to keep in your mind where we are using shall and will. As I hope in previous discussion I have explained about the use of will and shall. With first person we use shall and second and third person we use will. But the reverse happens when the person who is the doer is declaring his or her work as firm. So when the where I was when the person or the doer is confirming something or stating his action with determination, the reverse happens. Shall is used with second and third person and will is used with first person. Okay, the next is when we desire to refer to not merely future time but also some command, promise, threat or determination, as I will return your money without fail, we will not withdraw from the contest, you shall be punished for your misconduct, he shall not live in my house any longer. So these are the example which I have just said about the reverse rule. So shall is used for the second and third person and will is used for the first person. Now when the speaker wishes to express some intention of his own, will is used for the first person. Like I will appear in the IAS examination next year, I won't go to Delhi now, we will donate blood in this camp. Now it comes the use of would and should. Would is used to denote the past of will. I told him that I would come. The doctor knew that the patient would die. Would and should is used. Would is used for request as well. Would you close the window? Would you tell me the time? These are the questions. Questions of asking for something by requesting. And would is also used for the conclusion of a condition. He would pass if he worked hard. He would have passed if he had worked hard. So now should is used to denote the past of shall, like I expected that I should, or you can write would as well, pass. I expected that I should pass, or I would pass. He insisted that the papers should be destroyed. Should is used for an advice. You should give up smoking. You should take this medicine regularly. The next is should is used for moral duty, as we should serve our patients. Uh, you should do your duty. Should is used for probability. We should arrive before dark. The roads should be less crowded today. Should is used for supposition, like he should help me if he were here. I should go if I were you. So this is how should and would are used in different ways. Now can and could. Can is used to denote ability, permission, possibility or probability, and present continuous tense. So the examples for ability is she can dance very well, I can lift this box. For permission, the examples are you can go now, you can use my bicycle. For possibility and probability, the examples are I can happen to anyone. That can't be Mary, she is in hospital. There is someone outside. Who can it be? Then can is used for the present continuous tense as well. I can hear people talking. I can see you enjoying your life. Could is used to denote permission, conclusion, request, possibility or probability. So here for permission, could I use your phone? Could I borrow your bicycle? The conclusion of a condition is I could lift this box, I could buy a shirt. For request it is could you tell me the time or would you tell me the time, can be could you bring me a glass of water. For possibility and probability, don't worry, they could have just forgotten to phone, he could be anywhere now. These are the examples of can and could. Now it may and might. May is used to denote permission, possibility, wish, purpose, etc. Okay. Like for permission, you may go now, may I come in. These are examples of permission. Possibility, his statement may be true. His plan may succeed. These are examples of possibility. Examples of wish are may you live long, may our country prosper. Example of purpose, we eat that we may live. He flatters that he may win favor. Might is used for past of may, for possibility, probability, permission, etc. He said that I might go. I thought that he might go. He might pass this year. Might I have your pen? Here you have to remember a point. Might denotes greater hesitation and diffidence than may. Again I am saying might denotes greater hesitation and diffidence than may. Okay, like we use, sometimes we use may for showing or conveying hesitation or diffidence, but might is more proper to use. Now this much these are the basic and very easy modal auxiliaries, and this much is for today. After this lesson you will get to do one thing, that is you have to practice some simple exercises which I will be providing you. Then whatever you have in your chapter you have to go through very carefully. Okay, uh, thank you for listening and stay tuned. Have a very good day.